Hello everybody and welcome to Colonial Plaza and the Widows franchise, where today we have Game 5 of the AWL Championship Series between the Nightmare and the Widows. Widows are up in the series 3-1 and today are one win away from capturing their second AWL title in as many seasons. Let's see if they can get it done here tonight under the lights of Colonial Plaza. It's time for baseball as Kiwi Lightning steps into the batter's box to begin the game. Tonight they are facing the ace, Serena Slider. She started game 1 of the series, and the first pitch of this game is a ball on the slider low. Second pitch of the at-bat, it's in there for strike 1. Third pitch of the at-bat now, missing inside, so 2-1 to Lightning to begin the game. Here comes a fork ball, and that's going to find the low part of the zone, so even the count at 2, and that is hit out into left field. Gonzalez is there for the first out of the inning. Now Barra stepping in for her first at-bat of the night. In Slider's last game against the Nightmare in the series, which was game 1, she went 8 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 earned runs in that one. First pitch is a ball on the high outside part of the plate. Second pitch of the at-bat, grounded foul, first base side, evening the count at 1. The 1-1 inside a little bit, too much, ball 2. Slider also in game 1 of the series had 5 strikeouts, and that's line foul, first base side. 2-2. 5 strikeouts and 1 walk in game 1 of the series. And there's a strikeout for Barra. First of the game for Slider. Her 17th of the playoffs as Doug Outen steps in. Already a strikeout here for Slider on the day, and that's a good sign. Batters are not hitting well off of her in the playoffs at all. They're only hitting 188 off a slider in the playoffs. Swing and a miss for Outen here as he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 to Outen. He's going down on strikes as well. Back-to-back Ks from Serena Slider end the inning emphatically. Now the Widows' turn at the plate. 1-2-3 to up for them. We'll see how they do in the bottom of inning number 1. Yao Ling steps in to lead things off for the Widows in game 5 of the series. Swinging through that one for strike 1. Inside for ball 1. Tonight they are facing Iggy Havoc. 1-2, strike 3. Ling goes down, chasing the high inside pitch. Not a good start for the Widows and Yao Ling as Chloe Nightingale steps in. Chloe's having a phenomenal playoff run so far, playing extremely well. And you love to see it. That is hit into right field. DJ! Look at that play out there for round number 2. The sliding catch from DJ Dawkins. Wow. Lilith Nightingale. Her turn now. Looking to avoid a 3-3 down inning. As Havoc on the mound looking pretty good to start the game. That's inside 2-1. That is grounded foul. Havoc in his last start in game 1 of the series didn't go so well. They got the loss, but there's the third out of the inning as the Widows also go 3-3 down. Top of the second coming up, we'll see Crackling, Chip Lightning, and Baron Vaughn Baseball. Jack Crackling stepping in, leading things off for the Nightmare. In their half of the second, we saw Serena Slider dominate that first inning of work here, and she's the ace for a reason as Crackling sends this out into right. Foul. Good spot for him to make that noise though with the bat. Unfortunately, it was just foul. De La Cruz going to take the ground ball and get it that for the first out of the inning as Chip Lightning steps in. Lightning on the playoffs so far has averaged a 283 at second on the team. Solid hitter, having a quiet championship series though. Haven't seen him do too much here at the plate. Maybe that'll change here in this game. That's a 1-1 count now, as it's evened up. There's a fork ball for strike 2. So Lightning behind in the count to Slider, and 1-2 foul. The third base side will do the 1-2 again. 1-2 High and in on the fastball. Good thought there. Get up in the eye and begin to chase it a little bit. 2-2. Popped up behind the plate. Pontarelli is there for out number 2. Now Baron Von Baseball stepping in. First at bat for him on the night. Really pleased with Serena Slider's start in this one. There's the first hit of the day given up as it's a single into center. So DJ Dawkins steps in. We saw him make that great play out there in the field in the widow half of the first. Now let's see what he can do at the plate here. First pitch in there for strike 1 as the forkball finds the zone. Second pitch. Back-to-back strikes for Slider, so she's ahead of Dawkins here and can do whatever she wants here on the 0-2. Grounded hard to third and past Chloe. Diving play over there. Couldn't quite make it. Not this time. We usually see her make those, but not there as Paris Burnett digs in for her first at-bat of the day. 2 on, 2 outs. Big spot here with the runner in scoring position. Nightmare of a chance to get their first run across, but not there on the big swing and miss from Burnett. The 0-1 inside and high. 1-1 the count to Burnett. Burnett gives this a drive into left field. Gone! A home run. Paris Burnett. You know, rumor has it they call her Big Fly Burnett. I think we just saw why right there. She gave her team the 3-0 lead with that home run. And now Iggy Havoc, who can also hit for power as a pitcher on this Nightmare team, has a turn to keep the runs flowing here. That's only Slider's first home run of the playoffs given up. And what a start for the Nightmare this is. You want to get ahead of this Widow team. You're down in the series. You have a chance here to avoid elimination for the time being with the win today. It's a good start for them as Havoc fouls this one off. It's a 1-2 count now to Iggy Havoc. 1-2. Looking at strike 3 to end the inning. Way to bounce back from Serena Slider. Nightmare get 3 on the home run from Burnett. We'll see 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Widows as they look to respond in their bottom half of the second. Koresh Gonzalez's turn as she steps in to lead off the Widow half of the second on offense. We saw the Nightmare get 3 on the home run from Paris Burnett as Gonzalez have a chance to start the inning off right here. 2-1 to her. She's going to take it out in the center. It's a high fly ball. Chip looks to be under it, and he is for the first out of the inning. Rose Davenport's turn. Her 19 RBIs lead the playoffs in the category. She's done that all season, though. Had a good job of coming up big in RBI spots. And in the playoffs, she'd had to do a lot of that. As you can see, 19 RBIs, again, good enough for that. 3-0 to her. 4 pitches, and she walks down to first. That's the first base runner of the day for the Widows as Carla Pontarelli steps in. 13 RBIs, have her second on the team in the category. Strike 1 on the high pitch to Pontarelli. We've seen her have some big games here in the Championship Series. Looking to continue that success tonight in Game 5. That one grounded up the middle and through into center for a single. So Pontarelli reaches. Widows are threatening now with runners from position for Fatima de la Cruz, who had 2 home runs in Game 4. First pitch to her inside for ball 1. There's a strike to her. That's a good pitch. Not swinging the bat there, though. 1-1. Laying off that one as well, but another strike. So, 1-2. Laying off the high pitch from Havoc, 2-2. And she's going down on strikes. Looking. There's the out there, De La Cruz. Now Raven Chaos steps in. Second out on the inning. Nightmare looking to get one more and get out of trouble. First pitch grounded to Barabara, and there's the final out of the inning on 1 pitch. Widows fail to score. Nightmare looking for more though in the half of the third. Top of the order due up for them. Kiwi Lightning stepping in to lead things off for the Nightmare as we get back to the top of the order. So far, the Nightmare have shown up today hitting the ball, but they've done that in majority of these games though. They've hit very well and they've gotten the runs across. They haven't been able to outlast the Widows. As Chloe throw over to first, not gonna get Lightning. Tough out to get both Kiwi and her brother Chip. I've said it before, spoken up in the playoffs many times, and we showed it there. First pitch gonna be a pitch out. Kiwi is not gonna be trying to steal. The 1-0 grounded to Lilith at short. They'll get one at second, back to first. They'll get the double play as they double up Bara. Doug Outen stepping in for his second at bat now of the game. He struck out in his first one. So looking to avoid back-to-back strikeouts perhaps, but good start for Slider there. She gets ahead 0-1. Second pitch to her. In there for strike two. So Outen in a hole here, 0-2. And he's going down for the second time on strikes. That's how you want to bounce back from Serena Slider. Good job, Widows now. Chance at the plate. We'll see 9-1-2 for them. Serena Slider leading things off to begin things for the Widows in their half of the third. As the outfield is going to come in and play a little shallow. I can't say I blame him. Slider is not known for her hitting prowess. But 0-2 to her. And she's going down on 3 straight pitches as Iggy Havoc. I tried to hold name one time. Iggy Havoc gets the strikeout there. Another one. As Yao Ling steps into the box. That one hit into center. And Ling showed off her power to the track. But Lightning is there for the second out of the inning. A long out number 2. As Chloe Nightingale, second at bat for her. Average up to 431 here. As that first pitch was a ball. Second pitch also missing high. So 2-0. There's a strike to Nightingale. And the 2-1 hit to short. Outen is there. And there's the final out of the inning. Widows go down quietly in their half of the third. Top of the fourth coming up. Nightmare lead 3-0. Crackling, Chip Lightning, and Barenbaum Baseball due up. Jack Crackling coming in to lead off of the Nightmare, facing Serena Slider, who already has 4 strikeouts here through 4 innings of work. Grounded foul third base side to begin the at-bat. Despite the 3-run home run given up, Slider has done a good job through 3 innings of work here so far. There's the 2-1 now as that fastball misses outside. We know what kind of power Crackling has. That one skied into right. Chaos is there. First out of the inning. She makes the catch. Now it's Chip Lightning's turn. 0 for 1 on the day so far. But yeah, Serena Slider has pitched really well despite the 3-run home run given up. She's calmed down. And that has a lot to do with her defense. And Pontarelli is a battery mate as well. We know that they have a very good relationship. And there's a 1-2. Now the 1-2 to Chip Lightning. Just high and in. 2-2 the count now to Chip Lightning. 2-2. Grounded to short. Lilith is there. Second out of the inning. There you go. As Barenbaum Baseball steps in. 1 for 1 on the day with a single. It's always good to see these red jerseys for the Widows too. They're probably my favorite jerseys that they have with the black pants. I noticed the numbers today are red. Probably a mistake there on the equipment manager. Usually those numbers are black, but not today. It's okay, we can forgive a little mistake like that. Not a big deal, really. 2-1 the count. Popped up. Lilith going over, calling her sister off. And she's there for the final out of the inning. So a quiet inning for the Nightmare. Widows gotta get something going here. They're down by 3 heading into the bottom of the 4th. Lilith Nightingale stepping in, leading off this half of the inning for the Widows. Struggling here so far. First pitch, strike 1. from Iggy Havoc. Second one, back-to-back strikes to begin the at-bat here. And that one's going to miss in the dirt, so it's 1-2 now. Popped foul back here towards the screen. 1-2. Laying off that one, evening the count at 2. Swinging through it for strike 3 is Lilith Nightingale. Crush Gonzalez stepping in. 0 for 1 on the day for her. Average at 400. She had the big home run in Game 4 that gave her team the lead in the late stages of the game and gave them the win. And set them up for the win, is what I should say. Because Sapphire had to come in there and shut the door as Gonzalez is full on the count. 3-2. She's going to ground it up the left side to short, and she's going to beat the throw. Very speedy on the base pass is Crush Gonzalez. We know what she can do. And they're beating out an infield single. Rose Davenport. That's going to miss away for the first pitch. Second one grounded to second. Bara going to get the out at second. And they'll turn 2 to end the inning. What a play by the Nightmare defense. Coming up big here in Game 5. Preserving their 3-0 lead. They're up in the top of the 5th with 7, 8, and 9. DJ Dawkins stepping in. 1 for 1. Single on the day for him. Slider now up to 20 strikeouts on the playoffs so far. That first pitch, however, is a ball. Second pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike for a slider, so it's a 1-1 count now to Dawkins. Make it 1-2 as she gets the fastball over here as well. 1-2. Dawkins hit hard, and Chloe diving stop. Throw to first in time to get Dawkins. There's Paris Burnett again. We saw her hit the home run of the 3-run variety to get the scoring started for the Nightmare earlier in this one. And since then, been the only runs we've seen so far. So it's a 1-0-1 count, rounded to third, and gonna get past both Chloe and Lilith into left for a single. Wow, you do not see that very often. A slow roller that somehow manages to get by both of them. Iggy Havoc stepping in now. 0 for 1 on the day for him. And we know he has power at the plate. We haven't seen him use it quite yet. This is his first time batting in the series. Because in the Monument Conference, the pitchers do not bat. But here in the Valiant, they do. 3-0 count now to Havoc, though. The Slider's in trouble. He's going to look at that one and take it all the way. 3-1 now, the count. There's another strike, so Slider getting back into good grace here. It's full. 3-2. He's going to pop it up into shallow right field, but De La Cruz is going to go back to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs as we get back to the top of the order in the Kiwi Lightning. 1 for 2 on the day with a single so far for her. Top of the 5th, Nightmare lead 3-0 in this one. This one is going to be hit foul. Yes, just on top of the Nightmare dugout. That's a good pitch to start the at-bat for Slider. The 0-1 is popped foul. So, 0-2 here to Kiwi Lightning. And that Slider's just going to miss. Good spot for it, though. 1-2 now. Another one. Forkball just missing as well. 2-2. The count to Kiwi Lightning. There's a strikeout for Serena Slider. Another one on the day. Pitching phenomenally since the second inning. Carla Pontarelli, De La Cruz, and Raven Chaos due up in the middle half of the 5th, coming up here at Colonial Plaza. Carla Pontarelli stepping in, locked in here at the plate. 1 for 1 single on the day for her. First pitch hit into center, but right at Chip Lightning. Didn't have to go very far to make the catch. De La Cruz's turn now. 0 for 1 on the day for her. It seems like every time the Widows hit the ball tonight, it's going right at somebody. And that's unfortunate. There's a high pitch, skied into left. Going back on his Vaughn baseball, he's there for out number 2. Raven Chaos's turn. She's also 0 for 1. She's had a few big hits in the playoffs so far for the Widows, and it's been a joy watching her play for us this time. Instead of for the Reapers, which she played for earlier in the season, got released towards the latter half of the season, was a free agent for a little bit, and there's the final out of the inning as Chaos grounds out to the catcher. Top of the 6th, Nightmare looking to keep scoring going here. Haven't scored since the 2nd. It's 3-0. They have the lead. Hail Bara leads off for the Nightmare. 0 for 2 on the day for her. Looking to break that here in this at-bat. Slider still in to begin the 6th. That's a good sign. You figure she's calmed down a bunch since that 2nd inning, as this one is hit high into right. Chaos under it, and there for the first out. Doug Outten digging in. 0 for 2 on the day so far. 2 strikeouts, looking to avoid the hat trick. If you're enjoying the game so far, please do me a favor and give this a like, a share, and a comment. And if you're new, subscribe as well. The 1-0, make it 2-0 to Doug Outten here as Slider falls behind. 2-0. There's a strike as Slider gets back into the count here. 2-1 now. The fastball is hit into center. Ling sliding catch route number 2. We saw one on the Nightmare side from DJ Dawkins. Now Ling laying out and flashing the leather there. Great catch for the 2nd out of the inning, as Jack Crackling is going to step in and have his chance at bat. The good thing, though, is Outten, for now at least, only has 2 strikeouts on the day, and he'll be happy about that. Only 2, it's not 3. And as far as numbers go, in this case, 2 is better than 3. Not for swinging the Slider, obviously, but you know what? Hey, it's fine. 1 and 2 to Crackling, missing away with the Slider. 2-2, 2 outs. Oh, here's the 2-2. That one is hit high into left. Gonzalez might have room for it. No, it's going to hit the top of the wall and be foul. Oh, a long strike 2. 2-2 once again. Crackling goes down looking. He's not happy about that at all. But back to the bench with the umpire says. Bottom of the 6th, Slider, Ling, and Nightingale due up. Serena Slider stepping in, leading off the inning for the Widows. Doing a phenomenal job pitching. Looking to try and do her part and get on base here, perhaps begin the inning. But she's behind in the count. 0-2. And look out, backing off the plate there as Havoc. 1-2. Laying off that one as well. 2-2 to Slider. Once again, good eye. 3-2. And swinging through it. Strike 3. Both of these pitchers are pitching extremely well in this game. Give credit where it's due. Yao Ling back to the top of the order here for the Widows. Look at the first pitch inside. Ball 1. Outside now. Ball 2. Havoc got to be locked in here at the mound. The way he's pitching tonight. Holding this Widow offense in check as that one is skied into right. Dawkins out number 2. Chloe Nightingale 0 for 2 on the night. Looking to get into the hit column and help her team out as they're struggling here at the plate. We haven't seen the patient aggressiveness that we've come to coin it as here. That is hit in the center, and Lightning is there for the final out of the inning. Widows go down in order 1, 2, 3, top of the 7th. It's getting late. Nightmare lead 3-0. Chip Lightning stepping in 0 for 2 on the night so far, but a chance to get things going here in their half of the 7th. Slider comes into the inning with 6 strikeouts so far, and that's her 83rd pitch of the game as a strike. There's another strike from Slider. She's ahead in the count here, 0-2. And there's a 7th strikeout of the night for Serena Slider. Baron Von Baseball's turn now. What a night for Serena Slider here on the mound. Unfortunately, they're trailing in the game, but Slider is doing her part for sure. But Von Baseball now has a single into center. as it gets past the diving De La Cruz at second. DJ Dawkins 1 for 2 with the single on the day so far. Nightmare have not scored since the second inning. You gotta think at some point something's gotta give. Either you're getting more runs, or if you're the Widows, you gotta get some runs of your own. They haven't been able to do that yet though. They've been held in check by Iggy Havoc. That was missed inside, 1-1 to Dawkins. Here's the 1-1. That one is grounded to first. Davenport over to second for 1. Back to first. There's a double play to end the inning. Nightmare go down. 7th inning stretch time. Get up and stretch, folks. 3-4-5 do up for the Widows in their half of the 7th. They trail 3-0. Now Lilith Nightingale stepping in, 0 for 2 on the night. And they still trail in this one, 3-0. First pitch from Havoc is a ball. He's still on the mound in the 7th inning. There's a strike. You get back into the count here, 2-1. That's going to miss high and away, 3-1 to Nightingale. And off the plate, leadoff walk for Nightingale to begin the inning. Going to bring up Crush Gonzalez, who's locked in here at the plate. Again, we know what kind of power she has in her bat. We saw her do it in Game 4. You might need to see a little bit of that Gonzalez magic here, as they really need something. And so far, Widows have been held in check offensively. But give credit where it's due, though. Iggy Havoc and this Nightmare defense has really taken the bats out of the Widows' hands all night. It's a 2-2 count. Make it 3-2 and just off the plate. So full count. Gonzalez also is going to walk. That's now her 20th of the playoffs. If I'm keeping count correctly, that's number 20. Rose Davenport now stepping in. Davenport, though, also has power in her bat, as that's a strike. She's behind in the count here, 0-2. Laying off the high pitch, 1-2. Looking for strike 3 as she goes back to the bench. Carla Pontarelli stepping in now. The Widows have got to figure out a way to put the ball in play and make this Nightmare defense work for these outs. Iggy Havoc has another strikeout to his tail. It's a grounder to second. Barbara getting the second out and the third on the double play. Top of the 8th. Widows are struggling here, down 3-0. Burnett, Havoc, and Lightning do up. Paris Burnett stepping in. Big day for her. The 3-run home run in the second and a single on the day. 3 RBIs for her as well. She's taking Tank Hankeris's play. That's a mouthful. But so far, she's done her job here tonight. Grounder to short. And they'll finally retire her for the first time in this one. That's a ground out. As Iggy Havoc is going to step in to bat here in the 8th. Surprisingly, they don't get a pinch hitter for him, but the way he's pitching, I don't see why you take him out just yet. Grounder to first. Davenport on the bag for out number 2. The Kiwi Lightning has another chance here. Her 4th at-bat of the day. 1 for 3 with the single so far. Looking to get another base hit here, but it's not looking like it. Nope, ground out to short as Lilith gets the out. Bottom of the 8th. Widows, it's getting late. 7, 8, 9 due up for them. They trail 3-0 in Game 5 of the AWL Championship. Fatima De La Cruz stepping in, 0 for 2 on the night so far. Widows only have 2 hits coming into the inning. They've got to get more, get some runners on, and make some noise at some point here. Big swing and a miss for De La Cruz there. 1-2. Now there's the 1-2. Swings through that one. And swinging and going down on strike for De La Cruz for the first out of the inning. Now Raven Chaos's turn. She's also 0 for 2 on the day. And Havoc has got to be feeling like he is on fire, like he cannot be stopped out there on the mound. The way he's pitching, It's a joy to watch, and there's a single into center as Chaos gets on base and the Widow's third hit of the night. New pitcher is Saionji Sandra for the Nightmare, and the Widows counter with Kan Yi Jin pinch hitting for Serena's slider. And we know she has some serious power in her bat, and that's why they brought her off the bench here in the spot. They know she can turn the game around with just one swing of it. We'll see what happens here. She's behind here though, or it counts even, 2-2. She's gonna go down on strike swinging as Sanjiro enters and gets the strikeout immediately. Yao Ling, top of the order for the Widows. She's 0 for 3 tonight. Chaos staying over there at first, not moving just yet. Now she goes. Throw down from Burnett, not in time. She's safe. 1-1 the count. Check swing, good job holding back. 2-1 the count to Ling. Inside, 3-1 from Sanjiro. Swinging through it for strike 2. Now a full count to Yao Ling. She's gonna go down on strikes as well. That's another one for Sanjiro. Jackie Brooks gonna take over on the mound for the night for the Widows. Nightmare turn to hit once again. They lead 3-0. Top of the ninth coming up. Hail Bara leading off for the Nightmare in their half of the ninth. So far, things are looking up for them. They're still leading in this one, 3-0. And they can still get more as they're now facing Jackie Brooks on the mound for the Widows. Strike 2 as Brooks blows the fastball by her. Now Bara 0-2. Gonna take it to second. De La Cruz ranging over. And there for the first out of the inning. Doug Outen's turn. Not a good night for him. 2 strikeouts in 3 at-bats so far. Looking to turn it around here perhaps. Strike 1 as Brooks throws that fastball at extremely high speeds, and that's popped into shallow left. But Chloe is going to take charge for the second out of the inning. Jack Crackling now up at the plate here. 0 for 3 on the day for him, but he hits extremely well for power off of righties. And Jackie Brooks is a right-handed pitcher. So we'll see what happens in this at-bat. Crackling going to give him their 4th run of the day, perhaps. 1-1 count now to Crackling, as that's a strike on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 to Crackling. Curveball hit to Brooks. Brooks is there, and there's final out of the inning. Widows will have one more chance to get some runs and fight back in this one. They trail 3-0. 2-3-4 due up for them. Chloe Nightingale leading off for the Widows in the bottom of the ninth, with Sanjiro still on the mound and locked in here at the plate. Nightingale out in the center, but right at Chip Lightning for out number 1. Lilith Nightingale 0 for 2 on the day with the walk. Looking to just find a way on base any way she can here at this point. They need base runners. They gotta get them at some point here. Swinging through that one. Poor swing there. 1-2 from Lilith. Outside 2-2 now. Laying off it. Full count Lilith Nightingale. And she's going to draw a walk. So there's the base runner I was talking about a minute ago. For Crush Gonzalez. 1 for 2. Single and a walk tonight for her. Gonzalez not an easy one to double up as she swings late now. Through the first pitch of the at-bat. It's a 1-1 count. They just can't seem to catch up to Sanjiro tonight. This is usually not a problem, but tonight, things looking a little bit different here for this Widows team. 3-1. And there's another walk. So the tying run is at the plate. And it's Rose Davenport. She has a walk on the day so far. 0 for 2 in the game. So first pitch is going to be a strike to her. Second pitch missing, high and in. 1-1 the count. Early swing and fouled away. 1-2 to Davenport. Here it comes. Ball 2 just missing inside now. 2-2. Whoa, look out there. 3-2 to Rose. And she looks at it for strike 3. Down to their final out, and it's all up to Carla Pontarelli at the plate. As Kaylee Fair is going to come in and take over and try and get the final out of the game. First pitch is low for ball 1. Second pitch, way to hold back there, 2-0 the count now to Pontarelli. Chopped foul, so 2-1 now to Carla. That is skied up in the second. Bara's there, and there's the final out of the game as the Widows lose this one 3-0. The Nightmare come back into the series. It's a 3-2 lead now for the Widows as we go back to Apple Field for Game 6 and possibly Game 7. Widows still 1 win away, but they'll have to get it in Apple Field. As Iggy Havoc, Harris Burnett, and Serena Slider are the 3 stars of Game 5 of the AWL Championship Series. With that loss, the Widows will go back to Apple Field for Game 6 and possibly 7 of the series. Vika Ivanova will face Gary Odeball in Game 6, and we'll get that one to you next week. And thank you guys as always for watching. I appreciate you all so much. That's gonna do it for me today. As you can see, I did increase the hitting ego to 65. I might bump it down a little bit. Like I said, I'm still trying to find the sweet spot for the hitting ego and everything else. I'll probably give another game or so to continue to get used to it and continue to play and everything, but just letting y'all know what's going on with all that. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week for Game 6 of the series. Been a pleasure so far. We're going to keep it going, though, despite everything else going on with MLB The Show coming. Content's going to be coming with that soon. But yeah, I'm out. We'll see you guys next week for that, for Game 6. And until then, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and if you're new, please subscribe. And as always, guys, keep on shining and keep on grinding. I will see you all in the next one.